Happy 2024, ladies and gentlemen. A brand new episode of the Curfew Boys podcast. I am Sammy with Joey, and finally,
the return
of the ball-busting Zook.
Hey now.
Hey now.
How you boys doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We are 11 days late, or should I say we are Thursday, January 11th. So by the time this episode airs, it'll be 12 days later, but that's okay. We might surpass Larry David's cutoff, which is usually 5-6 days, but that's okay. We'll make an exception for
legend.
For yeah, dude, he's awesome. He's so awesome. Final season of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we talking about Larry David? I don't know. I just feel like he makes up like social rules. Yeah. Like I follow a lot of his social rules, and usually by January 6th or 7th, if I haven't seen you, you're not getting a Happy New Year from me. But like I said, tonight,
he's who every man wants to be deep down.
Dude, I think
his way of living is our dream.
My life has been better ever since I've been viewing the world a la Larry David and his sense of humor behind it. Like
everything is satirical.
I may not have like the complaining all the time behind everything, but it's just
that's Anthony. So you can see
certain social behaviors that he says people should have. I agree with, and I stick to them. And one of them is after a week into the new year, I don't need to wish you a Happy New Year anymore. So
there you
go. But gentlemen, I hope you guys had a Happy New Year. Did you guys celebrate it the Italian way? Just not stop eating and gatherings with the family, I imagine.
Yeah, I did on the first. Yep.
It was a little different for me this year. Everyone was sick, but we still got together.
Yeah, it's true. Huh? It's a typical winter season.
Yeah, exactly.
Sick. The flu and the cold is going around, and blah blah blah. It is
part
what
of the
it
gift.
is.
It's part of the gift.
It is part of the gift
of giving, Zook.
Part of the gift of giving.
That's so true. Yeah. But gentlemen, hey, listen. Might as well get started. Not a whole lot to. Not that we don't have a whole lot to talk about. We have quite a few things to talk about, but I mean, like it's so general and it's fun at the same time too. But like, listen, the Montreal Canadiens started off 2024 on the right note, defeating the Dallas Stars, which I thought was an awesome game. Up until the final maybe 5 minutes where they pull the goalie and Dallas like cuts the lead by what was it, 2 or 1? I believe I have the score right here. Yeah, the Canadiens were up like 4-1, and Dallas scores 2 goals.
There were some pretty missed opportunities at the end for Dallas.
There were that too. Oh yeah, well for the Canadiens too with the open net.
Canadiens too, yeah. But I'm saying Dallas was this close.
And Dallas is a good team. That was a good team.
So they couldn't handle our defensemen.
I missed a lot of the last episodes, but like I needed to say something. I'm like, even if the Canadiens are at best a 500 team.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say this year that we've been blown out on many games. Maybe a few, 3-4 games where we were really not there. The rest of the games that we lost were either we lost them in the third period. We can't score penalties or power plays. Sorry.
Yeah.
If you fix those two things, we're up there we're competing with the best teams.
You know what our issue
and
is?
We're like half the age of these best teams. So
we've cut those games down. Like we've had against Boston, LA, which I was really frustrated. Right now, I think our biggest problem is if we have a lead, we cannot hold it.
Right, no. but that comes with the fact that the players are not used to playing with a lead. That's a young team, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to come with age.
Yeah, but that's all our defensemen are young, right? So
yeah, and yet we're scoring. Well, our D guys are scoring.
Our defense is scoring because getting into the Dallas game when Gooley and Harris scored, so that game we won 4-3. Surprising. I never thought we'd beat Dallas in Dallas.
Yeah,
at that point, we were leading the league with 30 goals from defensemen. 30,
and then at one point, we tied with Colorado at 31 goals.
31,
yeah.
Which is so. How much credit does Stefan Robida deserve then?
Huge.
Ironically enough, against his team, the Dallas Stars.
He was never the best defenseman.
He was one of ours too.
Yeah, I never thought. I never thought he was. He was like to me he was equivalent to like a Francis Bouillon type of a defenseman.
Pretty much, yeah. They were the same style, yeah.
Clear, but like he didn't have like he was not a top two, or whatever.
No. He was a bottom pairing defenseman.
But
he was a shutdown.
He
defenseman.
listened, I guess, to the coaches, and he learned his. He learned his way. He's a fucking decent coach, man. Like,
it's funny, Zook. You say there haven't been that many games where you're blown out of the water. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened to the game against Buffalo, though.
Yeah, but that's one of the handful games, Sam.
But the funny thing is about that game is last year, the exact same thing happened. We lost 7-2 against the Buffalo Sabres. Jake Allen, poor bastard, couldn't stop a beach ball, and for some reason, Jeff Skinner. I don't know what fucking
most goals in his career is against the Canadians.
I don't know what fucking secret stuff he takes, like Mike's secret stuff from Space Jam. I don't know if he puts fucking.
I don't know what it is.
Cocaine and.
He just loves playing us, Sam.
That's it. Some players
insane. Yeah. He's the one player who loves playing at the Bell Center.
But even last night's game,
Crosby.
Even last night's game, Crosby.
That's true too.
Well, Crosby's good against all the teams. But like even last night's game, if you think about Sam, the Habs should have been down 6-0.
Yeah,
with fucking 5 shots in 2 periods. Almost like what the fuck is this?
They weren't there yesterday. No,
and even then we were only 3-2. So like, or whatever, we lost in overtime, but or penalty shots. But like, they still keep it in. It's like I don't get how a team like that.
But it's
keeping up with the fucking. It's very frustrating.
They don't take advantage. To me, who's that goalie's name? Enros,
Rost or Enron, or whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking name. Yeah.
He was not. Look, I don't know too much about him as a goalie. He was not playing well. We come out of Dallas.
Dude, he's a fucking third goalie, I think. Right.
Yeah. You come out of New York. You almost blew the lead, but you play New York at home. You get the win. You have this mess up against Buffalo. So we're going through all the games now where you didn't play well. You come back to play Philly. The guy is not playing well. To me, it's inexcusable that you have
Philly.
Yeah.
We
goalie was not playing well, but we weren't. That's the problem. We had 2 goals on 2 shots. We scored on our only 2 shots of the period.
That's it. It doesn't make sense. 2 shots.
It's inexcusable that you had 19 shots in a game. Yeah. That includes overtime. That's 65 minutes. You only had 19 shots.
That was the worst overtime period, I think, by the Canadiens all season.
They said Goulet, Savard, and somebody else combined. It could have been all the defense. And I went to check after. It's true. They had 20, or it ended up making maybe a couple more, 20 block shots. They had more block shots than Canadians has actual shots on net.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing that stat
too. To me, of course, Anderson. Sorry, we're doing it as we're
yes, that is
another breakaway.
True. That is true. Joe, are you ahead of us once again?
Of course, because you guys are all streamers.
God,
there's one old school thing I keep.
This is directly off my Bell account. I'm not streaming anything.
But it's Bell on your computer.
No, it's through my TV.
But is it a stream from TSN, TSN or RDS?
It's from on RDS.
That's strange. Then
Joe
is in the future.
Joe, what kind of who's?
I'm on old school satellite. To be honest,
St. Leo is ahead of time, dude. St. Leonard
I'm on old school satellite. I don't watch. Honestly, I don't watch much television. But like in terms of like satellite, like I'm more of a streamer. So this is literally the Habs is the only thing I watch on television. I think nothing else.
Well, anyways, let's just get back into it. Like, yes, the Canadians currently are losing against the San Jose Sharks.
Losing
1-0. It's still 1-0. And the shots are 7-4 in favor of the Canadians. And Sam Montembeault in nets, which that's okay. That's all right. But before we talk about Sam Montembeault, I want to talk about Primo since we were talking a bit about the Flyers game.
But Sam, before I wanted to finish off. Like,
this
is where Marty. This is where I want to see next season where Marty can improve on games, like to take advantage of teams. Any team that played that Philly team last night, besides Montreal,
what can Marty do to change this?
Good question. That's why I'm not a coach.
No, but like what I mean is, I don't think a coach could really affect that. I think it could be
it could be coming with experience, roster building, but this is something they certainly need to cut down. Because I watched that game yesterday, and my hands was like clenched as a fist the whole time. How pissed I was getting.
I actually PVR'd the game because I had my own hockey game yesterday. Yeah, what I watched was like, man, the second period was bland. The third period, they kind of came out strong, but like they could, you know what that game was actually yesterday? I like to call it wasted effort.
Yeah.
So like it showed that like they were trying. It showed they seemed like they were engaged, but like it was just plays were just dying down. They couldn't hit the net, they just couldn't get anything going.
And Anderson said again, we didn't play 60 minutes.
They didn't, but again, that goes with what we've been saying for a while and what we probably will be saying for the rest of the season. This is the identity of a team. They're a 500 team. Why? Because they can't play 60 minutes. They're going to win some games, like they'll beat some of the best teams, like the Rangers out of all teams, or even the Dallas Stars. But yet you're going to lose to the Buffalo Sabres, and you're going to lose, at least in shootout. They got the point. But against the Philadelphia Flyers, yeah, well, there you go. You beat the Bruins in overtime. You know, Caden Gooley's famous goal. That's the highlight of the season so far, or at least the highlight of 2023. But again, that's who they are.
But if you can recall, like I'm not as angry or upset about it. Like I've been more calm because I've actually said I wanted to see improvement. I wanted to see progression. They went from being a sub 500 team to now at least a 500 team. There is progression this season. I said that in the off season. That's what I wanted to see.
But listen, they're 5 points away from a fucking wild card. It's not much.
Yes, I don't mention that. The Tampa Bay game for me for playoffs this year, it killed it. If they make it, I will be shocked. But that game killed it. You were gifted a
teams
goal,
could get injured and things like that. You never know.
But right? Zook, that's a game you're against the team that is the last place of the wild card. That is the team you were currently chasing for a wild card spot. You were gifted a goal up 2-0, and you blew that game. For me, I don't think they have it in them this year to make it. I'm sorry.
That's probably that go down? What's his name? Kovacevic. Will that go down as probably the most bizarre goal of the season, if not maybe in the history of the NHL?
Glitch.
It could be, yeah.
Fucking glitch.
I would certainly say so. Yeah, that's really bizarre.
Like that, I don't think I've ever seen that in my life.
No, same here.
It's hilarious. And the fact that Montembeault was guiding him, like, yo, shoot it. The fucking goalie's gone.
Yeah, I never know.
It's all the DJs, right?
Sam. I miss him.
Yeah, he's benched again.
I'm pissed at Marty. Fuck Marty. I want him to play Kovacevic
instead of who?
Okay, you don't say a joke about it, but I am.
But who I am.
What? I'm sorry. I don't think Harris or Barron have been doing better than him. That's my opinion.
Harris has been improving, but out with Barron. Every goal against the Canadiens is fucking Barron's on the ice.
But you want somebody that who can pot in a goal. I get it. You want some a little bit of offensive ability from a defenseman, but one of the two. Look, I like Marty. I'm just making a joke about it, but I am
all right.
Yeah, but I don't like him benching Kovacevic. I really don't.
I hear you, and the thing is, I think people, when it comes to Justin Barron, like people have to realize, like he's not he's not a two-way defenseman. He's just an offensive defenseman.
Yeah,
like
that's why is he in the fucking PK? Like,
well, it could be another defenseman was in the box or something like that. Like at some point, but you know, Jadon Struble keeps playing like he's not a rookie. Like he keeps earning that spot.
Great.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Breaking news! It's now 2-0 San Jose. Are we gonna lose this fucking game?
Yep.
Are we gonna lose?
This is the water for a reason.
That bottle has no water for a reason.
Yeah, for this.
Where are you gonna throw it?
What? Are
you gonna throw the water bottle?
No, there's liquid, but it's not water.
Oh, vodka.
Joey, are you
going to drive me to drink?
Or grappa?
Are you drinking on the job? Straight up moonshine from St. Leonard.
Straight up fucking like 19%.
I'm telling you, Sam, this team's going to drive me to drink. I don't know how you can even be down to San Jose. It doesn't make any sense. Anyways.
man.
Hockey doesn't make sense though. That's the thing, man.
But that's the beauty about hockey. It's just you never know. It's not like football or basketball where anyways.
I'm waiting, Sam.
I just saw it now. Joey, your buddy, your boy.
He only scores against shit teams.
Oh my God. Breaking news. Brendan Gallagher cuts the lead. It's 2-1. Jesus.
What
a leader, that guy.
We should have gone live on this episode instead, like during the game reaction of the
Okay.
Curfew Boys. That's
something new.
That's something we still might have to do one day, maybe in the future or towards the end of the season, maybe the final game of the year. I don't know. Brendan Gallagher cuts the lead to 2. It's what, goal number 7 for him now?
30's close, Joe. 30's close.
Oh my God.
He's one step closer to 30.
Monahan's at 11, dude. Like,
yeah, because he's actually a decent player.
Ooh, I actually want to get to Monahan after, but look.
Dude, man.
So Sam, summarize this before we move forward. And Zook, what can we make of these 4 games that they just played?
It's who they are. I'm not
it's
surprised.
It's a 50-50 team, dude.
That's
what it is.
Honestly, Joey, I am not surprised. I'm really not. It's exactly the identity of this team. That's gonna drive us crazy one night. It's gonna make us fucking jump for joy the other night. That's exactly who it is. Maybe there's that extra motivation factor. We're playing against the top teams. Let's show them what we're made of. They
seem to overestimate these teams.
It could be that too.
I think so, yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah, well, they also traveled fucking from, where were they? They were in Philly to now they're in Montreal. 2 games in a row. Maybe they're fatigued.
Dude,
we don't play well on a back-to-back.
No, they don't. And you know what the thing is? We don't play well the first game of a back-to-back. They had 3 days off before the game against Philly. It could be a loss of momentum. It could be, they just...
Not much practice, perhaps?
No, they had 2 days of practice, which apparently the practices were amazing. It could be those just no momentum going into that game after, you would think after the Rangers, they won. They played 3 days later. Maybe that vibe just died down or something. Listen, it was an off night, but they still got a point out of it.
Right.
And I want to say one thing. I think the Canadiens are what? They're 30th in the least regulation wins.
Yeah, they're last or second last.
But if they wouldn't have forced all those other games that they were losing and they came back and gone into overtime, you know what I mean? They'd probably be one of the bottom teams as well. And I get it. There's some games too where they had the lead and they blew it.
That's what I'm saying. There's no middle ground with this team. It's either they're down 2-3-0, they come back, or they're up 2-3-0 and they blow the lead.
Joe, that's the identity of this team, is that they're very, very
peaky.
They're consistent. They're so consistent at being inconsistent.
That's their only consistency.
Is that they're inconsistent. They're gonna freaking win a harder fought victory, or they're gonna get they're gonna lose they're losing to the San Jose Sharks or the Buffalo Sabres or the Philadelphia Flyers, who are on the rebuild as well. And again, I will repeat this till the season is over. The loss of Doc and the loss of Newhook. Oh my God.
When's Newhook's return date?
I think mid-February.
Mid-February? Okay.
Mid-February, I think. He was supposed to be out three
and
months.
there's no way Doc's is
no,
back.
Doc is finitos. Zook, I need you to talk about Uri Slafkovsky. Please.
4-letter word. Jizz. With 2 Z's.
Out of all words?
No. Listen.
Amazing.
Well, no. Okay, no, but seriously, look, I think all of us 3 could say one thing for certain. He's been the most consistent player in the Habs since, I would say, probably beginning of November, I'd say.
Well, I'd say beginning of this.
I
think it started. I think it started mid-November. Then he really showed up.
2 months.
Yeah.
Consistent, and you can really see the strength where, he surprises. I find he surprises a lot of the other team's players with the way he positions his stick. and the strength of his body. He gets pucks in weird spots, and then fucking great hockey IQ. He gets the puck and he fucking passes these weird plays, and it's like even the fucking Habs are like, what the fuck? Oh, his puck's on my stick. What the fuck? It's like
his stick checking is
insane. So that in 2-3 years, man,
his board
the
play
team gels together, dude. It's gonna be insane. Yeah, it's been fantastic. He just needs to shoot more. I find. And I see he's been practicing his shot.
But he's underrated. His passing is very underrated.
He's got excellent playmaking.
And I've noticed his skating abilities improved too.
And it's only going to get better, like you said. Like he still needs to grow into his body, and he looks much stronger now.
But he's the player who I find right now I'm the most comfortable with on the ice.
Yeah. I would say Suzuki has brought him into the consistency bubble because it's only been really them two as of late.
Well, he credits a lot Suzuki and Caulfield, and I'm gonna say that for this season, Caulfield, it's the stats wise.
I think he's injured, dude.
Well, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know if he's injured.
He's
maybe
not shooting the same as he used to. Anyway.
I think he'll explode more next year.
I think so too. I think stats wise, we could say it's a disappointment, but Caulfield it's not like he's doing nothing. He's
no, he's not doing nothing. He's still somewhat in it, but like I don't know.
But he's not carrying that line anymore. It's actually you could argue that it might be Slavkovsky that's carrying that line.
He's the only one that's fucking transporting the puck deep. Well, even Suzuki, but like I think you're right. It's Slav is fucking leading that line almost, man. It feels like it.
It's actually crazy how Suzuki, the consistency he's had, because we don't even talk about him anymore when we're talking about consistent players because we already know. We're talking about other players that are actually being consistent because Suzuki's automatic.
Yeah.
Right. That's the way we speak about it. And to me, it's only been really Slavkovsky who's been there with him. I give sometimes a shout out to Monahan, I think, which we're going to get.
Monahan is great.
He does what he's supposed to. But
he's a specialist, dude.
But I get we're talking about the core. There was stuff today about Monahan, about him. Don't be surprised that he might be one of the first forwards traded.
Yeah,
because they told him about trading to a contending team.
Yep.
At the trade deadline, which it's not that far away.
It's a first round pick. Fuck.
Hopefully we can get something. We didn't get something last year because of what happened. So the injury. So we'll see this year.
Now he's at 11 goals, dude. That's like fucking substantial. He's on pace for almost
any contending team would take him in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. And one of the reasons why is here. Hold on. What's he?
And he's healthy. So
he's healthy for now at 1.985. I just want to see if that's the full.
And he's not playing with great wingers, so he's still producing.
Dude, his actual salary is 1.985, and if they do trade him, that team's just gonna have to pay whatever's the remaining amount left of his contract
from the trade deadline, to the end of the season.
or whenever, exactly.
Dude,
so
no-brainer.
It's totally doable, and I think any contending team would take him. I don't know if you're looking at where Colorado is in the lineup in terms of their centerman. I don't know if Carolina has a bit of a problem, but some of those top teams might ask for him. A lot of GMs out there, if they really feel like, my God, we just need that one piece at center to add the depth to it, they'll pay for it. They'll pay for it, man.
Absolutely.
So and there was and I know exactly what tweet Joey's talking about. And then, I got curious, looked at some of the comments. And some Habs fans out there think, well, if the Canadians are pushing for a playoff spot, if they're in the race, Kent Hughes is not going to trade him. I don't think so.
We said it last time, right?
He is sticking to the plan. Even Anthony said this too. Hughes is not going to make moves for a short-term solution like trying to make the playoffs. I think
make moves in this case. He's not going to stop himself from making a Monahan move just because
1,000%.
We're a few, we're like 4 to 6 points out of playoffs. That to me, 1,000%. That would be idiotic.
I agree. I could not agree more. And are we throwing in Jake Allen in the mix here?
Yeah, he has. One of the goalies have to go, and right now it seems to be Allen. He has to be thrown into the mix.
Did you see what Kent Hughes said though on L'Antichambre on LDS?
I must have missed it. I didn't see it.
So he says it's possible that they might stick with the 3 goalies for the rest of the season, but it's not what they want to do, and it's not ideal for them. So he's
if he doesn't
trying.
get
I
what
think
they
he's
want,
definitely trying.
yeah, for sure he is.
He's
If
definitely
he doesn't get
trying.
what he wants, Sam, he seems to be that type. He doesn't get what he wants, he ain't gonna pull the trigger.
Yeah, he's not going to make a trade just for the sake of making a trade.
Exactly.
So, and it's official. Like, Montembeault's not going anywhere.
Yeah, that one knew. The only wild card was Primo. And Primo, I mean,
Say it, Joey.
some games all right. Some game he played pretty well yesterday, but the first goal, I think he overcommitted. But some games he's been all right lately, at least.
I prefer more to fucking Allen.
Allen's not having a good year, but I do find Montreal play worse in front of Allen. I do find Allen, like, a lot of times they're outshot by quite a bit when Allen's in net, and I don't always blame him. I just think Montreal don't play as well in front of him, and I don't know why.
Possibly. But again, for some reason, he cannot play well against Buffalo, and it had to be against that team where
he doesn't. Yeah, I know.
Where it had to be against that team where it's like, well, yeah, more and more you're giving us a reason to trade you. And then Sam Montembeault plays the game of his life against the Rangers.
That's what I don't get, Sam. Sorry to cut you off. Is why would Montembeault want to be in a game like tonight against San Jose?
I wonder the same thing. I just think it's not just that. Have you noticed when Montembeault's in net, Allen's not even the backup? It's Primo?
No, it's Primo. Yeah. And when Primo's nets, who's the backup? Montembeault?
A lot of the times it's Montembeault too.
Yeah, I don't know who the backup.
I don't know who the backup was for yesterday, but I will check. I will check that out to make sure. But again, like, it's just like poor Jake Allen. Like, I think Kent Hughes is going to treat the situation with respect. He's going to treat him with respect as well. Kind of like more or less the same way. No, Jake Allen was the backup yesterday against the Flyers. I have it right over here.
And the game before the Flyers was New York. No, it was Buffalo, right?
Well, it was. I mean, Allen was in net, so
yeah. I'm trying to see if there's a trend. So, was he the starting goalie? Then the next game was he the backup?
Hold on. Let's see. We're gonna find
Primo's
out. Primo's
the backup tonight, right?
Primo is the backup tonight. Yes.
It seems the trend is if you start the next game, you're the backup to the other goalie.
Montembeault was backup to. No, pardon me. Allen was the backup to Montembeault against the Rangers.
And Allen started the next game? Okay. Yeah, okay.
No, and Allen started the game before.
That game before. So it seems if you're the starter, the next game you're the backup. That's how it seems to be trending. So we'll see if this happens. Montembeault, the next game that is played, which is Saturday, right? I believe.
That is correct. Yes.
Yeah. So we'll see if Montembeault is the backup.
The backup, yeah. Saturday against the Edmonton Oilers. Wow. Okay.
See, that's a game where I would put Montembeault. He to me is our best goalie tonight. I would have put a Primo or Allen. I don't know.
But I think they're going to try Allen just to see. Again, it could be
Edmonton. I guess because there's scouts there.
Scouts there. It's probably for showcasing.
We do not play well in front of Allen. Like, I'm not trying to.
But the Oilers
on a player, Sam, if I can.
McDavid's gonna have a nice night.
No, McDavid does not have a good night at the Bell Center.
We'll see.
The Oilers don't play well in Montreal.
Sam's right, but guys, I will shit on a player. It takes me 30 seconds to do it. I don't like it takes one instance for me to do it. But for Allen, really, every time I watch, I don't think the team plays well in front of him. I'm sorry.
No, you're probably right. But to me, I think that game against the Rangers, Montembeault, I think he stamped it, officially solidified his number one spot on this team.
Yeah. I hate to agree with you, Sam, but I do.
Did you ever? What did I say?
You just said at the beginning of the year where you had a feeling that Sam is going to be like how Theodore, stamped his name in the team.
Sure, that was before we had a 3 fucking goalie situation going.
But on. but he did cement his name within the Habs. Goaltending.
I also said
force.
I made a very, very bold prediction that blew Anthony's pants off. But I did say if the Canadians make the playoffs, and because of Montembeault, the same way the Canadians made the playoffs in 2002 because of the way Jose Theodore played, I said I think Montembeault would win the Hart Trophy, but Montembeault hasn't played enough games to fucking be anywhere close to considered as the Hart winner. So
you could all
That was
say
bold, Sam. That was bold.
He's improved this game. That's all.
Dude, the save he made against the Zibanejad in the shootout,
Beautiful.
that was awesome. That was awesome. But like even the what was it? The in overtime on the power play out of all fucking times.
He stood tall, dude.
Dude, he was solid. He did. I forgot how many saves he did that game, but
In the 40s.
he was
43?
he was outstanding.
43 or 44. It's one of those.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna get.
I know it was high.
Hold on a sec. Where is he over here? Yeah, he had. Dude, 45 saves. 45.
There you go.
That's amazing.
Played well, very well.
So, yeah, I'm trying to think what the Canadians could get for Allen in return, and
It's hard to judge.
Well, the goalie market keeps getting crazy, yeah.
It is, but to me, Allen's value is low.
Yeah, me too.
So they're trying to raise it.
I think so too.
You think a minor league player or a potential prospect?
Yeah, a minor league player, I would say.
Think the way the Canadians traded to Foley. They got Tyler.
You don't think they look for
Smilanych.
picks, or you're talking about prospect and pick?
It could be both.
I would say pick or prospect pick. I don't think you leave that out without a draft pick.
Honestly, I think Allen could get you at best a second round.
Me too. That's exactly what I was about to say.
Best.
I think best case scenario, you get a second round pick. I don't even know if they throw a player in there.
No, but
I'm not sure.
Hughes is gonna get as many picks as he can because he's gonna package them up for Zeke.
Yeah, but he has a lot of picks,
dude. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. A fucking
I was gonna bring this up. I was ready to.
What is this nonsense with Zegers? He ain't leaving.
Okay. Wait a minute. Let's hold on before we get anywhere close to this whole fucking Trevor Zegers bullshit. Let's go back to how these rumors started. Apparently, now that we're gonna get Zegers,
let's do it.
What the fuck? This whole thing with Cutter Gauthier and the Flyers. What the fuck?
It's nothing new.
He has no explanation.
It's
explanation to the Flyers.
Fucking Eric Lindros did the same.
But
ironically enough.
But Eric Lindros had an explanation. Cutter Gauthier still hasn't.
No, he did. He explained.
Cutter Gauthier, well, briefly, he said it were multiple things.
Multiple, yeah.
He basically said
with the organization, he said, right?
A chain of events within the organization, and I think he felt like maybe he wouldn't be able to get a chance to help them win. Not to help them win,
Not
but
only
like
that, it may have been
I don't know if I believe
the culture. Maybe he wasn't in line with the culture and their philosophy.
Yeah, but apparently Kevin
like that.
But apparently Kevin Hayes got fucking blamed for that, and then Tortorella ripped to shreds the fucking reporter who said that Kevin Hayes apparently had a finger on the pulse of this whole. He influenced Cutter Gauthier to not go play for John Tortorella, and Tortorella was like, you're a fucking. You didn't call me you're a piece of shit. He's like, what you did was bullshit, and it affects the lives of these players.
Yeah,
and Torts said it. He goes like, him and I, we disagreed with how the game was played on the ice. He goes, but that's a good man. Kevin Hayes is a good man, and what you did is gonna fucking stick with him forever. He's like, that's what you reporters don't understand. And oh my god, I love John Tortorella. I don't care if he offends people. I don't care if he holds these reporters a fucking accountable, which is some of them need to do because they're fucking dickheads with some of the things we say. We're lucky enough so far in Montreal, we don't have that problem.
We used to,
as best as I could. We used to, but I think they're gone now. Like when you have guys like Eric Engels is awesome. Stu Cowan's awesome.
Yeah, the talent is there now for sure.
Arpin Basu, like he's pretty good too. Yeah. He might sometimes maybe, but like he's still pretty good. Anyways, all that to say is like, holy shit, that whole Cutter Gauthier thing. In all honesty,
is he really that good though?
Dude, he was good in the World Juniors, man. He led the tournament in goals.
I mean,
we're gonna get to the World Juniors after. I have to mention something after about that. Yeah. So yeah, dude, he's very good. Well,
he is. He definitely is.
So
he had a good tournament.
So here's the thing, Joe, and this I hope this will make you feel a bit better about that 5th overall pick of ours. Okay, listen.
Yes, I know.
The fact that and it's on the record now, the fact that Danny Briere offered the Montreal Canadiens Cutter Gauthier for the 5th overall pick because they wanted David Reinbacher, their missing defenseman, on the right side. And the fact that they wanted David Reinbacher has to mean something. Okay?
Doesn't make me feel better.
The fact that the
Joel.
Nashville Predators,
Come on, Jolski.
the Nashville Predators offered a goalie and who else for the 5th overall pick because they wanted to select David Reinbacher.
Reinbacher looks insane even now. Like you look at him play, dude, he's insane.
Well,
he's everywhere.
Poor Clotton, whatever the name of the team.
Yeah, they're bad. They're bad.
They're terrible, but he's everywhere. He's on the fucking blue line like I don't know, man.
Apparently, Arpon Basu is there, and he's on a secret mission, and everyone on Twitter is hoping
and
that
he's jizzing.
No, stop it. Everyone is hoping that he smuggles David Reinbacher to North America and have him play in Laval, which might happen soon.
Could he do it next year? Yes.
No, he could come this year. He's
I'm saying
he's European.
I'm saying realistically, he's going to go to Laval, let's say, but like it's next year or it's 2 years.
Dude, it depends.
He can come now.
He's going to be what, 19
under contract? Yes,
he can come now, Zook, because he's European. It's not the same rule as North America.
But doesn't it? If he comes now, doesn't it?
I don't think he burns.
Cross off a year or whatever it is.
No, he's not a North American player. He's not an American player or an NCAA player.
Fucking weird, the contracts. I never grasped
it's very weird, and it's hard to understand. Like this whole bullshit of like if you're a North American born
I get
player
it.
or European,
It's you give them a chance in Europe, but
kinda ish. But like I still don't quite understand. But so all that to say is the fact that they traded Jamie Drysdale, which I think is an excellent.
Yeah, look, he
already got a point against us.
He's like a doc. He was injured, right, last year?
Yeah, he had a bad
a severe injury. Yeah, so it's the same type.
But the thing is, Jamie Drysdale was the best defenseman for Team Canada the year that Caden Gooley was on there. Like, it was him, it was Bowen Byram, then it was Caden Gooley, and it was Justin Barron. And Jamie Drysdale.
I remember Drysdale like sticking out.
It was between Drysdale and Bowen Byram who were the best ones.
Yeah,
and
they got a second rounder.
And they got that too. Like Jamie Drysdale, people don't like. He was the second best.
He's not big though. Eh? He's not a tall kid. He's smaller than Gooley.
Good question. I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly his. I don't know if Joey can search for it. I don't know his size and weight class, but like
I'll tell you right now.
But look, that draft, it was Jake Sanderson who was the best defenseman. Then it was Drysdale.
5'11". Yes, he's not that big of an imposing body.
And then it was Caden Gooley. Like so.
Yeah.
So all that to say was then all of a sudden it became known that if Jamie Drysdale could get traded, so can Trevor Zegras, and like it looks like they might want to trade him.
They're gonna want a lot for fucking Zegras, dude.
Dude. How do not all have fans, but how do some of these idiots think that you could trade Caden Gooley for Trevor Zegras?
It's not enough. It'll be Gooley's Caulfield and a fucking 3 first rounds.
Dude, but not just that. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit what anybody here says. Defense wins championships. You win champions because of players like Caden Gooley.
Can we trade Gallagher for Zegras?
I would do that. Yes, I would do that,
man.
I would. I totally would.
The only person that wouldn't do it is the most important one, the GM of the Ducks.
Right.
Totally. But listen, if
gonna drug him,
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I totally would. But Trevor Zegras he's not the one that's gonna. He will. Okay, hold on a sec. I totally love and respect Trevor Zegras' talent. I don't think he's a player that has a shitty attitude. I don't buy that for 1 second. I don't think he's another Jack Eichel bullshit situation in Buffalo. All I'm saying is a defenseman like Caden Gooley, who's going to be a number one on this team one day, you do not trade that. You don't. You keep that for as long as this team is alive. Because he's going to be that fucking defenseman.
We already learned our lessons with fucking Drouin, and we traded for Drouin.
Not just that, dude. Why did the Canadians go to the Stanley Cup Finals that year?
Weber.
Price.
Okay, Price. Good. And who else?
Weber.
Defense.
Weber. Yeah, the defense, which was Weber, Sherratt, Edmondson, and Petrie, who were fucking fantastic and played the most grit hockey you can think of. That's what Caden Gooley is going to bring one day.
Oh, dude.
Promise you all that. I promise you all that.
There's not even need there's no need to problem. We already see it.
Yeah, we do.
And he's he's still fucking prepubescent in a sense.
So,
He's not, but like, you know what I'm saying? He's a baby.
Sam, it'd be nice to see
in
some
man
additional
terms.
goals in the Bell Center, though.
again, I would kill to have a Trevor Zegras talent on our team. I would. I'm not saying
but
listen, dude, if we see a Michigan
right,
or
there
lacrosse
needs to be a
goal
right price that fits for both teams.
Fucking Caulfield could do it, I'm sure, dude.
Dude, Logan Mailloux could do it, and we're gonna get to him later too. Yeah, no, I would never trade a Caden Gooley at all, unless you're giving me.
I think it's enough. Like they want
not.
more than fucking Gooley, dude.
They would ask for Caden Gooley on a first-round pick.
First round, yeah. Too much.
But we do have a stock of defensemen. If there was a trade partner that works, look, they just got rid of Drysdale, right? To get Cutter Gauthier.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know Anaheim's situation, but if this was rumors actually true about them wanting to trade, which I don't believe it is, we do have defensemen. If there's one position where stacked, it's there. Not saying Gooley, but if you want to package another young, promising one with some picks or whatever, and you want to try to get that forward, that forward that has talent to help you out, to help Suzuki, Caulfield, Slavkovsky, it's a good move to make. But again, the price has to be right for both teams. So
agreed. And it will happen one day. I think that defenseman is going to be Harris. I think you could get a lot out of him.
I mean, even to me, Barron, for the guys who don't watch him every night, he leads our defenseman for goals with 6.
I think Matheson might.
I thought it was him.
Kovacevic has 7.
I think it's got to be between Barron and
for
Matheson.
goals.
Yeah, amongst defensemen. I'm checking that right now. Matheson has 6. Barron, okay, they're tied. Yeah,
Barron has 6, right? Yeah. Yep. So
Matheson has 6.
Kovacevic has 5. That's fucked up.
It's his value is high, Barron, for me, because of the way he's playing. Even though we see like he messes up sometimes, like
he's a -11 or something. Like
you might be a good opportunity if you find a good trade partner for him to maybe get a forward. At that case,
I truly think it's possible. And I've said this before. I'll probably say this. I think Logan Mailloux takes his spot.
Whose spot?
I don't disagree.
I
Whose
think
spot?
Logan.
I don't disagree.
I don't think.
Harris?
I think no. Barron.
Oh, Barron. Yeah. Okay.
Both on the right, dude. Because they're.
You think it's going to happen this summer?
This summer, we're going to have to wait and see what they offer Barron as a restricted free agent.
Barron is signed for how long? 3 years?
Well, his entry-level contract is up, yes. So now
for sure, they're going to re-sign him.
Well, I think they give him a bridge deal, though.
Yeah.
Like I think they give him 2 years.
Unless they want to keep him.
I think they give him a bridge deal like 2-3 years at like maybe $2 million, $2-3 million, probably.
Per season?
Or at least a cap hit, yeah.
That's a lot, man, for Barron.
Well, that's the thing. Like I don't know if he's eligible to go to arbitration.
Maybe 2. Yeah, okay, 2 max. 2. I don't know.
But hey, what?
So,
you
mentioned Barron. Now revisiting. Do you still like the trade for Lehkonen? I found it's worked pretty well.
I mean, a lot of people in hindsight are going to say no because Lehkonen won the cup. But Lehkonen had
Lehkonen, eh?
But Lehkonen had McDavid and Rantanen and Makar and Landeskog.
McDavid, wow, McDavid on Colorado. Ooh.
Sorry, McKinnon. Sorry, sorry, Joey. Imagine
Imagine McDavid and McKinnon together.
No, but I understand. The trade had to be made. Like it's I get it.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not saying it should have not been made. It's just
no. I don't hate the trade.
He's been hurt, by the way, this year, but I think the deal actually ended up working well for both teams.
So Lehkonen only played 12 games this year, but he has 8 points, so he was off to a pretty good start.
Yeah, but no, I like the trade, and I think I think it could fetch us that forward that some of us want. Hopefully.
Yeah, well,
I think he could definitely fetch us a top 6 forward.
That's fair.
If hypothetically speaking here, if we were to talk about trading Justin Barron, I think we can.
But I think eventually one of the defensemen are going to have to move for forward. Like, we need to balance this out.
1,000%. But for once, we have a good problem on defense.
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
So I think Logan Mailloux might push for that spot next year.
Oh, he's such a monster, that kid.
He's a beast. And he's going to the AHL All-Star game.
Good for him.
Very good for him.
Dude, he went through a lot, man, and it shows. Look, it shows one thing. First, he worked his butt off to get to where he's at right now. Because at one point, he was close to not even ever playing hockey professionally. Yeah. To see where he was 2 years ago to where he is now, man, like that shows the character. That's the type of character that fucking Gordon and Kent Hughes wants in the team, especially 1,000%. Marty. That's the type of work ethic. Listen, man, I think you're right. If he has a strong cap next summer, he's gonna make the fucking team.
Did you see who he thanked for? Because the reporters went up to him and were like,
I didn't see him.
Do you know who he thanked? Well, he thanked a lot of the guys. No, Mailloux. Mailloux said like there's a couple of guys here who deserve it more than me.
Oh,
he said things like that, which shows a sign of a good teammate. Humbleness. But did you see who he thanked though the most for his game lately? He said, I have Arbor Jackeye to thank a lot for.
Oh, wow. There you go. See,
those two together are amazing in Laval. And I've been to a few games, watched them both together. They're actually really good together. They got amazing chemistry. They look like
That's why they're in that platform right now. Especially Jackeye. He's there to fucking build something.
Dude, the team's gotten better since Jackeye got there.
Well, that too.
Like they play with, we lost Joey. He'll be back.
He'll be back.
The team plays with a lot more grit now, and they're less afraid.
Yeah.
Like mentally, you know what that does?
See the difference of how many points the Rockets have amassed since Jackeye has been on the team?
Dude, they're
versus
pushing,
before?
They're pushing for playoffs in the minors.
I think they lost the first like they were like 1-10 or at one point like they were terrible.
You know who else though? Zook, who's been doing better? Your boy Jakub Dobiš on goal.
Yeah, I read a few things. Yeah, he's playing.
Man, his game has improved big time. Like he went from fucking sloppy Joe. I'll say it when he gets back. He went from sloppy Joe on the ice, like just limbs everywhere. I'll go, Joe. You're back. Joe, we were saying how like the Laval Rocket have been getting better ever since Jackeye was sent down.
Absolutely, and I don't know if you got to this point, but I think he should stay.
Yeah. Listen, he's building chemistry with Logan Mailloux going.
Dude, their chemistry's unreal.
There's no point of bringing him up. It's not that the team's doing bad or whatever. We're doing still pretty well without him. Like, we'll be still a 500 team if he's there or not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's one defenseman that is really like a sore spot right now where they're playing so bad that they need to, get. The only one was we put him on waivers, which he was claimed. Lindstrom was claimed by.
And the other one was Weidman.
Yeah,
Weidman's on IR till the rest of the season, and then he's not coming back. So
thank God.
But I agree with that, man. Like,
keep him. He's done well for Mailloux, right? So
that's what I was saying, right? So like right now he's building the chemistry with a player that's going to be the game. So like, why not just stay there, build it, improve it, so that whenever they come back to the NHL or camp or whatever, they're going to already have that chemistry, which is already half the battle.
So we posted a picture of them two together with a screenshot of our tweet saying that we hope to see a Mailloux Jackeye pairing one day in the Habs, and it got over like 1,000 likes, like a couple hundred shares. Like, people really want to see that, and I fucking love it. I've seen a couple of their games before the end of the year. Those two, Joe, like I was telling them, they look great. Jakub Dobiš in goal, like night and day from the start of the season up until now.
Well, it could be that the defensemen are doing better in front of him.
It could be, but him too, Joe. Like the beginning of the season, he was just way out of his crease, super aggressive, sliding everywhere. Now he's got his lateral movements under control, or at least a lot better. Like, he's still got some work to do. But so I looked up real quick what the rules are in the minors in terms of making the playoffs. So there's 7 teams in the North Division, which is where Laval is, The top 5 teams make it. And Laval is like a point or two away from the 5th spot.
Yeah, and it's still early, right? Their playoffs start what? It's like more or less
April. Yeah, more or less
the NHL. So they still have time, dude.
Well, Joe, do you agree that you should keep Arbor Jackeye there, not just for the reasons you said, but let him help that team fight for actually something?
I think so, and he gets more minutes.
Development.
Yeah, he gets more minutes.
That too.
He plays more minutes too.
He's playing everything. He's playing top pairing minutes. He's playing power play.
I agree.
And he's playing.
I don't think he changes our team dramatically right now. I don't think he's one of those guys that come in saying we absolutely like Caulfield when he had struggling a little bit. We didn't know want to put him down, bring him up. He's a guy like, okay, we have nobody to score. We need him. Like that's a different story. Jackeye, besides obviously the fighting and the toughness, which it's a little more rare these days. We know that. I don't think he makes such a big difference to an already young core that we have. And Struble has honestly stepped up really nicely.
But the thing about Jackeye is, and I'll still vouch for this point, is that he brings security. The guys are not going to. I believe that. Look at Connor Bedard. He's out for 6 to 8 weeks. I guarantee you, if there was an Arbor Jackeye type of player, not that the hit was dirty, the hit was clean, that on Bedard, but I still don't think a hit like that is being thought of if you got a guy like a Jackeye or a tough guy on the team. Again, I'm just using that as an example, but on the overall, you have an Arbor Jackeye on your team, just guys are going to think twice about taking runs at our players.
Definitely.
Having said that, just the way Jackeye's been playing, I think he's playing his best hockey of his life. Like outside of his final junior season, this is his best professional season so far, especially in Laval. He's putting up points, he's defending, he's doing everything they asked of him, and then some. I agree with you, Joe. I say keep him there.
I agree. He's done wonders for Mayu, who's a future right now for Montreal, right? And we have the expectation of him coming up next season. So you want him to have the best possible development you can before he gets here. And having Jackeye has been nothing but amazing for him. So
it's great.
I definitely would keep him.
It's too bad though. Laval got all those 4 players injured. They got Sean Farrell, Gabriel Bork, Brady Keeper, and
are they long-term injuries or they're not sure yet?
Dude, they're like 6. One's like 2-3 months. One's out indefinitely. Sean Farrell's out 6 to 8 weeks, and that's bad. That one kind of breaks my heart because I love Sean Farrell. I find him probably our most underrated prospect, and even though he's 5'9", like he's not afraid, and he's such a smart player. He's an excellent playmaker.
Gallagher.
Yeah, maybe.
Totally. No. I'm kidding. Because you were explaining a player like Gallagher at one point in his career. Small, didn't care where he wasn't getting hurt.
Well, you guys saw the Canadians. The Canadians traded for what's his name?
His name escapes me. Yeah, he's going to be for the minor. Yeah,
Philip Sederqvist, or however you pronounce it. Yeah, he's going to Laval, so he's obviously there to help out because of all those injuries. So
Sam, speaking of the rookies, and we're gonna, I think we're at the point we're gonna transition it.
We will.
Pretty sure.
Yes, we are.
I still want to know, from seeing everything what you're gonna talk about the World Juniors.
Oh fuck yeah, let's go! I'm ready, buddy.
From seeing everything of Lane Hutson, do you feel he will make the Habs next year? So yes or no? I don't want Anthony's million bullshit scenarios.
No, I'm not.
If he eats eggs tomorrow for breakfast, he's making the Habs. If he's or at lunch, if he's going out with his mother, he's not.
If he grows to 6 foot, he's making. Okay, hold on, Joey.
Oh man,
it's Joey, a yes or a no.
Yes, he's making it.
Okay, Zook, that's good. Oh my god,
I think he is. He's gonna surpass Mayu.
Obviously, in your yes, you have to consider whose spot does he take.
Well, that's why I'm going with no, because I don't know whose spot he's taking right now.
Okay, so you say AHL
because he's gonna be on the left side. Hold on,
Mayu. Okay, he's right, Mayu, eh?
Yes.
So who's on the left side right now? Harris,
Well,
Matheson.
Harris can play both. I've always said it.
So
Okay,
Yeah, you
fine.
could play both, you're right.
Matheson, Gooley,
Gooley,
and Struble, but
Yeah.
you still have
Harris.
Harris over there.
fuck.
And Jack Guy's a lefty.
You know what,
Jack
man?
has a
I
lefty
would put
too.
Harris and Laval, dude. Straight up.
No, dude, no.
Can't do
Why
it now.
not?
It's over.
No, dude, he's an NHL player. Stop. He's an
Yeah,
NHL
can't do it.
caliber
Not
player.
Harris. Sorry, I mean Hutson. Sorry.
Okay.
Not Lane Hutson. I would say go to Laval, not Harris. Sorry.
Well,
I meant Lane Hutson.
I
Go
would
to
say,
Laval. Fuck it.
okay. I'm going with
If
this.
he's too good, then that's a different story. If he's fucking scoring 30 points by Christmas, okay.
I
maybe-
think if okay, Joey, I have to use this scenario, but it's probably a realistic one. If he destroys training camp, like if he has
That's fair.
then yes, he'll make it. It's very possible he does.
But you're predicting no.
I'm predicting no because I would actually like to see Hutson in Laval with Reinbacher.
There you go.
Okay, fair enough.
It's all about development.
No,
dude.
Reinbacher's not making it either.
No.
Oh boy,
I don't think so, but
I
I'm
don't
asking.
think so because
think so.
I don't think David Savard gets traded this season. I think we're going to see David Savard.
Crushing my dreams.
Hold on a sec, Joe. He's got 1 year left when that happens. Like
Amazing.
I see David Savard starting next
Crushing my
season
dreams.
with the Canadians. So therefore, dude, my God, it might be a battle between Baron Kovacevic and Mayu.
Injuries are an unknown still, right? So we'll see how that plays
for sure.
out. Because that could play out a big thing.
Hypothetically talking.
Injuries will always play a factor, but right now we got to go with hey, everybody's healthy.
But
Right.
I do echo the same feelings and thoughts. I really think Reinbacher will come in once Savard's contract is over,
Mm-hmm.
which is a perfect timing. So
And again, but like if you look at this management, are they rushing anybody?
No.
Except for maybe
Not at all.
Slavkovsky.
Yeah, but I think
that doesn't mean it's a
is,
rush because Marty really believed in him.
Sure,
This doesn't mean
that's-
it's a rush.
That's what
Fair
I was
enough.
about to say. So, like, I
Fair
think
enough.
Slav is an exception, Sam, because the coach really wants to mold him.
Fair enough. Did they
based
rush?
on certain things.
Are they rushing Joshua Roy?
No,
Not at all.
Are they
And
rushing?
look how well he's doing.
Owen
dude.
Beck
Come on.
too.
Well, Owen Beck is obviously in the junior. We're going to see him in Laval next year. Look what they did with Philip Massar,
Yeah,
Oh, he's another
sending him
one.
to
man.
junior, and he
Love him. Love
he
him.
had a fantastic tournament. At
and
one
he's
point,
having a good year.
he's having a great year in Kitchener. I thought he was
Great
Slovakia's
tournament.
best
He
player.
had almost a point a game.
He had 9 points, and at one point
There you go.
no pun intended. At one point, he was leading the tournament in points.
Tournament, yeah,
There
before
you
they
go.
got eliminated.
Before they got eliminated.
Yeah.
Look, even Slavkovsky said he was one of the best players when he was growing up with Slav.
Yeah,
Was Messar, dude. So he's not.
Sam,
a
is it
fucking-
far fetched to say that he kind of plays, and Zook too, he kind of plays like he reminds me a little bit of Marner.
who?
Okay,
Messar?
does have the same skill? I'm saying
Okay,
just
okay.
the way he
Scare me.
plays.
Okay, the way he plays.
Massar?
Yeah,
probably.
he's like a playmaking winger. He's
Yeah.
always looking to create a
Yeah.
play.
Yes,
Like,
And that's fucking
it
corner
reminds
there.
it reminds me like Marner.
but he's got a shot though.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just saying the way he plays, like he always looks to pass to me. It resembles a little bit like Marner, not the same skill level,
Yeah,
but I'm saying it's a resemblance.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, possibly. Man, though, what a shit show for Canada, eh?
Terrible,
Unreal.
I mean, when none of your goalies were ever drafted, it's just not great.
Man, and it's crazy to think that Owen Beck was one of the best defensive forwards.
Yeah, I wish Jacob
I
Fowler
liked-
was Canadian.
I
He would've started.
like Beck a lot,
Oh my
man.
god. Yeah, you know what? Jacob Fowler, though, Joe, I knew he wasn't going to play the most important games because
He's
Trey
young.
Augustine was there last year, so he kind of has that experience.
But next year,
Fowler played well.
Oh, I don't know, Joe.
you
He's
think
20.
Augustine is Augustine. No, what's Fowler's age? It's gonna be 19.
No, Fowler's turning 20. He's 19 now. Fowler
Oh,
turns
fuck.
20.
Yeah.
Fowler turns 20 before December.
Before yeah, okay, then he can't play.
Yeah, so he's not going to be.
Forget it.
he's not gonna
I
be-
thought he was drafted at 18, and
Me
he's
too. Me too.
Yeah.
But he is 18. He turns 19 in November. So he just turned 19
Wow.
like a month or two ago,
He was a late bloomer.
pretty much.
okay.
he's-
Yeah, I didn't know.
But
Will
Fowler's
Augustine be able
amazing.
to participate?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, good question. I didn't check his age, but I don't
But
think.
anyways, Fowler. I thought he was going to be their number one. If Augustine, he was not going to happen.
Dude,
But
what a fucking rivalry though the States now have with Sweden, eh?
yeah,
Dude.
yeah, they do.
Oh fuck! Did you see?
I mean, it's kind of embarrassing for us, to be honest, because I'm
Fucking
really
Hutson was
shocked.
fighting.
Wow, fucking!
It's like Boston in the
Lane,
Habs.
Lane Hudson's fucking bleeding everywhere. He's got the busted lip, and
He's just smiling. We see him like once it ends, you see his blood. He's just smiling. It's like what
just
the fuck?
like he's just stares like. Oh my god!
He held his fucking own though, man.
He did, and the guys were there like, yo, Lane Hutson might be small, but apparently like he's fucking strong.
That's good. That's really
Like
good.
I think he could bench. I think he could bench more than half the guys on their team. Apparently,
he's like New Hook. They're thick. They have good, thick legs. Not that thick. You know what I mean?
If he's like Adam Fox,
they have a low end.
So like watching the Rangers on Saturday, like just seeing the way Adam Fox moves. If
Incredible.
Lane Hutson is like that,
Yeah.
dude. Like,
Sorry, guys. I keep looking at my screen. We're all over San Jose, but we cannot score.
No, I know. I'm watching it too. Like they're just crashing the net everywhere, and it's
Cole Caulfield shoots always on top of the net.
We cannot.
That's been him the last fucking month.
But you know what? But guys, but think of this. Like we say how Laval is like kind of exciting now with some of the prospects. Imagine Lane Hutson there next year. Philip Machar playing better. Owen Beck is going to be playing pro. David Reinbacher is going to be there too. Like
I think they'll have a very good team, competing team next year.
Dude, but all the pieces are coming together.
Will Fowler come through? He might need another year.
I think Fowler's going to play one more year.
Do you know why this is all shocking and surprising, Sam? Because finally we have a system, a fucking conveyor. I always said it should be like
plan.
It should be like a conveyor belt. You have the young guys, they gelling in the AHL, and then they come in the NHL, and the circle goes around. And you need to keep on building those players so that when they come to the NHL, they're fucking this chemistry. We've never had that. Most good teams have had that for the last fucking.
What are you, the owner of Leighton Maché over here with the fucking conveyor?
Exactly, it's the same principle. The groceries are going to come in and out. no, but seriously, we're all shocked as Habs fans because we've been blessed with intelligent management for the last 25 years.
Dude,
now all of a sudden we have a vision and a plan
Mark,
that's in place. Yeah, well, not even before Mark.
I am still convinced if Marc Bergevin had a Jeff Gorton by his side.
Right, for sure.
I don't know about that, Sam.
For sure. No, yes.
I don't know who the brains are between Hughes and Gordon. There's I don't know.
It's definitely
but then if you take out half of that,
but hold on a second. No, but Joe, who's bringing in these analytic teams and these development programs?
Gordon.
Yeah, 1,000%. Like if you really think about it.
Anyways, I don't want to think about it because Marc Bergevin is not here, so
he's not. But Suzuki's here because of Bergevin. Caulfield is here because of Bergevin.
Me too. I could have drafted that.
Gouli is here because
but it's how they develop. It's not only that they're drafted.
That's my point. If Marc Bergevin, the drafts that he made, had the development program that Jeff Gorton brought to the Montreal Canadiens right now, I think we'd be in a better position. And even at that,
no, it's
I still
too much of Bergevin. I'm sorry.
Joe,
I agree with Joey on this one.
You got to put personal hate aside, boys.
You can't say it would be the same when you have somebody completely different in front.
Listen,
that's how I feel.
Listen, do I think Kent Hughes is a better general manager than Bergevin? Yeah, because I think
because he has a brain.
Not just that, Kent Hughes has a very. It's not personal to him.
No, like, it's fucking business, dude. 100%.
It's business. Bergevin, it was a little personal with him,
and that was his fault.
We'll see with the personal. He hasn't. Because Hughes hasn't been here long enough to actually develop the personal side of it yet. That takes time, right?
You want to know who I think might be a personal issue between him with Kent Hughes? It'll be between Jordan Harris and Jaden Struble because he's known them since they were 10 years old, playing with his son.
So we'll see how it develops.
So that actually is something I look forward to seeing.
That's an interesting point. Yeah,
he said it. He said on LDS, he's like, Jaden Struble, I've been watching him since the age of 10. He was playing with my sons. we all knew he was a good player. He's like, I didn't think he progressed this way and looked like he's been playing in the NHL for a couple of years now.
Looks better than most. Yeah,
But Jordan Harris too. Like his skating is unbelievable as a for a
Harris,
defenseman.
in my opinion, I don't know if Joey you think this, but I know Sam does because we talked about it. But he stepped up. I'd say the last 10 games.
Yeah. Well, since he came back from injury,
Harris.
I thought he looked
I
better.
say
he
I
looked
see
better.
a big improvement. Before that, you're right. He was a little like.
But I would trade him over Struble. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
For one reason,
okay. Yes,
for one
over
reason
Struble, yes.
only. For one reason only, because come playoff time, I think Struble brings the grit.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if Jordan Harris, he's a cerebral defenseman. He's an excellent
Harris
skater.
reminds me of a better version of Nathan Beaulieu.
You won't like this.
Go, Joe. I want to hear this.
Oh no, I thought something to hear.
Oh, it's something to
Something
see.
for you to
Oh my God! Breaking news. It's 3-1 San Jose with 3 minutes and 16 seconds left in the second period.
Legendary.
Where's the Sam Montembeault from last Saturday?
You know whose fault that was, right?
I see a Mike Matheson
Savard.
on the ice. I see
Savard.
Oh yeah, that's definitely Savard's fault. Yeah. I just saw
He's
the
another one. Yeah,
You had a special request for me, Sam, at the end. So
yeah,
add this to the list.
we're going there right now. Okay, look, we're gonna wrap up this episode, boys. But before we do, I'm gonna ask you two.
Oh no.
And I'll even ask myself. Now that we've entered the year 2024, brand new year, everybody's got these fucking New Year resolutions and blah, 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 and what I wish to happen in the new year. What's your wish list regarding the Montreal Canadiens for the year 2024? Now, it could be for the remainder of this season. It could be heading into the off season, the summer, anything, even heading into next season. But for the year 2024, I want to start with Joey. Joe, you look like that student that's like,
my hand's never up.
but your face said it all.
I'm always thinking and pondering. That's who I am.
Well, that's what the pondering face energy went from your screen to my screen.
Fair enough.
Joey, I start with you. What is your wish list for the Montreal Canadiens in the year 2024? The floor is yours.
Number one is to remove all the bad contracts. Do I have to mention names?
Yes, I want to hear names.
Anderson, Gallagher. Look, Savard has 1 year and he's done all right with the young people. I'm really on the fence with him.
Mm-hmm.
But mainly it would be more like Anderson, Gallagher. Those are, to me, are the bad ones.
Before the Armia contracts, the Dvorak contracts.
Well, Armia, yes, Dvorak too. Sorry, but Armia's gone. Does he have 1 year left?
Armia, Dvorak, and Savard have 1 year left on their contract.
Apologies, I thought Armia was done after this season, but yeah. So Armia, Gallagher, Anderson, and Dvorak. Like for me, I want them gone. I want them off the cap. Savard, I'm really on the fence with Savard. I mean, we don't really have another right side defenseman that could step in right now. I get it. We're
veteran too. Yeah,
veteran too. So I'm fine with that. So it's definitely to get rid of that, the bad contracts. And I'll keep saying it until I'm blue in the face. I want a first line talented player that can put up 90 plus points. I won't even say 100. That is capable of putting 90 plus points. I'll say 90. I'm even being generous because I want a 100-point player, but I'll say 90. I want Montreal to get that. You can't ask me a target because I don't know.
No. How would you like them to target that? Via draft or via trade?
Well, at this case, the way things are going, it'd have to be by trade. It can't be by draft because you're saying in the year of 2024, I don't think our draft pick, I don't know right now. It's a little too early to tell if there's anyone that's projected to be a 90-point player in the NHL that would fall to us. So unless we trade for it,
I don't see anybody who's available, Joey.
Okay.
Even in the most,
look, so many teams have done it that they've traded for 90, 100-point players. Teams have done it. Why can't we? That's the question on Matthew Tkachuk.
And who did they give away?
Jack Eichel. Who for Matthew
Dallas
Tkachuk?
Stars.
Florida.
For Matthew Tkachuk.
They got rid of Jonathan Huberdeau and Mike.
Yeah, we don't have
Mike,
that to give to another
Doesn't
team.
matter. I'm not talking about what we have to give. I'm talking about players
point.
too.
But the Jack
Players
Eichel
still
trade.
got it. Jack Eichel,
Buffalo got
Matthew Tkachuk, Tyler Seguin are the three I can think of. Tyler Seguin went to Dallas.
I don't see that happening in the modern day hockey, dude.
It just happened last year. It just happened the last 2 years. What are you talking about? The modern day hockey? It just happened.
Who for the Huberdeau?
Jack Eichel and Matthew Tkachuk. It just
Jack
happened.
Eichel was a freak thing where he wanted to leave
But we
because the
still,
guy didn't want
but we
surgery.
still.
That's a whole different story. That does not happen every year, Joey. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
But I get Joey's point. Joey, like, if
who's available this year?
These other
next
trades,
year?
it doesn't matter. You make them available to you via. I get what via trade.
It happened 2 years in a row.
They had
dude,
the assets to give.
land,
Who are we going to give? Fucking
and we didn't
Buffalo?
land any one
Buffalo
of them.
Buffalo did not have any assets to
But
give.
that's, like I said,
Krebs
Buffalo
and whoever the
was
fuck
in a
else-
position of non-strength. They
I
were
get
on
it,
their
yes.
knees.
I
Where
get
is
it.
that this year?
So
It's not going to happen.
So
There's no
he
team in
asked
that
me for
position.
My wishes. I don't care how we
I
acquire
understand.
it.
But okay,
Just
I'm
do
saying
it.
we need to
my
acquire
wishes.
it.
I want fucking Wayne Gretzky to come in his prime to play the Canadians. There, it's my wish.
I'd
Like-
rather have Lemieux, but
Like, come on, you got to talk logic.
Joe,
Yes, you're right.
Zook, well, how do you not
I
say
can't fight
Lemieux?
that.
How do you?
I can't fight that.
Oh
But,
my
like,
goodness.
Because Wayne Gretzky's going to get more ratings.
so you say it's a rare thing, but it's happened 2 years in a row. That's
Yeah, but the
That's how
Huberdeau
we-
thing and Tkachuk, it's because they had 200-point players.
Well, I get Florida.
we don't
yeah.
have. So who are going to
Florida
get
was
four
able-
fucking first-round picks?
but we always never have. That's the problem. We always
know,
never
But
have.
that's yeah.
Zook
At
is
this
right
point,
with
we would have
Florida. Zook is right with Florida. They were able to give a 90-point player in Huberdeau and
Yes, but
and their
Sam,
number one
We don't
defenseman.
have that.
But
Even
we
fucking
haven't
Suzuki's
had-
not even close to
Again,
that. So
we
like,
haven't had an
like,
80. We haven't had an 80-point player since Kovalev in 2007.
Eight.
So
And-
we never
and-
had it to begin with. So that's a problem in itself. So whatever they do to fix that, we go get a
It's a good wish
90-point
list.
player.
I like that wish list. I really do.
Look,
I want that too, of course.
What
It-
opened my eyes to
pretty
this,
unrealistic.
Zook, is the Dallas Stars, to me, who don't have as much history as Montreal, who don't have as much history as a lot of teams. I still remember when they acquired 2 first-line centermen in Jason Spezza when he was still really good, still pretty good, and Tyler Seguin. They were able to do it. I don't know how we're not able to do it. Jack Eichel, I don't even think we made an attempt. I still will believe this to this day until I'm blue in the face. I will argue this until my deathbed. I don't think Marc Bergevin attempted to try Jack Eichel at all, and we were very, very desperate to get a center. I don't think he tried. I think he played into their hand. Even if he did ask, they probably asked for the world, and look who they ended up with.
But I don't think Bergevin was GM when Jack
Yes,
Eichel
he
left.
was. Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was.
Okay,
He
okay,
was.
okay.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, I know.
Okay.
Yes, he was.
I believe you.
And if he did ask, I think Bergevin just like listened to what I forget. I think it's Kevin Adams for Buffalo. I think it was Adams, his name,
Yep.
the GM. I
Yep.
think he just literally just heard whatever Adams wanted to say for the players. I know he's probably saying Suzuki, Caulfield, and fucking Bergevin just bent over and said, okay, and that's about it. And look what he ended up getting trade for. Nothing close of value of Suzuki or Caulfield.
Yeah.
Nothing close of value.
Yeah,
I'm
for sure.
sorry.
No, I get and I get it, Zook. Like, yeah, for sure.
Another player, Tage Thompson. To me, he has the potential. I don't know if he's hit it so far, but he has the potential to hit 90 points. And he got traded from St. Louis for an aging O'Reilly. So
Yeah.
And who? Yeah, but
they won the cup. It worked out well for St. Louis because they won that cup. I get it, but they still ended up getting a player that can hit 90 points to me in Tage Thompson. So
Yeah, I don't know.
that's all. It's been since 2007. We have not had an 80-point player. Not even 90, 80. Crosby, McDavid, McKinnon, all these guys. 3/4 of the league has an 80-point, but even Calgary,
Yeah, those are first overall.
Calgary,
picks, though.
sorry, even Blue Jackets, Johnny Gaudreau can hit 80 points for a shit Blue Jackets team.
Yeah, but he's having a bad season though. Well,
I'm just saying they have somebody that has the potential to hit it or has hit it. We don't. We don't have one guy that's hit 80 points. Has Monahan even hit 80 in his career?
I think he came close once. Yeah,
But we're rebuilding, dude.
but that's
But
yeah.
even before we rebuild, we didn't have it.
But the thing is,
the boat on that.
how much of
now
these-
we have to wait?
but these players, like, how much of like the past do you want though?
What do you mean?
some of these players that are they're
not
they're
past
no
your prime,
longer.
but you know you'll have somebody that can hit it. Like you said, oh yeah, this guy can hit. This guy can hit 80.
I'd be willing to wait another decade with not having a 90-point player, but have a bunch of 70 or 60 players, more balanced team.
Zook, what's your wish list? Let's get to you because
my wish list is quite simple.
Joey,
I want to see some.
Joey, your wish list was great. I
want
like
to see. Yeah, it's great. It's a good dream.
It's great.
It's a good dream that'll never happen because we live in Montreal. But anyhow,
see, that's what I don't like, Zook. It's because we live in Montreal. Why?
Players could say, "Fuck you! I'm not coming to play here." That's what it is. It's life. We have to deal with it. It's fine. It's okay. The management's in place. We're gonna build a correct team.
They got this. Okay, go, Zook.
My wish list is quite simple. I want to see some sort of streak of good health.
Because don't we all?
I think that's been if anything, the biggest detriment to our development.
Yeah,
recently,
the health of the players. Yes,
less than having no talent,
especially for Kirby Doc and Newhook.
Kirby Doc breaks my heart, dude.
Thank God, so far, like
that guy was on pace, dude. He was started. He had 2 games and he was already at like fucking how many points?
Beast mode. But thank God Caulfield is healthy. Thank God Slavkovsky's healthy. Thank God Gooley's healthy because I was worried about him.
Going into next year, man, I want to see a nice fucking a streak of fucking players playing together for a long amount of building that chemistry.
Okay,
and also so like another wish list. I want to see a bigger explosion of Slavkovsky.
Yeah,
next level. Like he took a level. He took a nice big level this year. I want to see
like 20 goals level.
I would be happy if he hits 20 goals this year. Yeah.
Okay. I like that too. I think a lot of us could agree.
It's frustrating seeing Slav because you see he's playing well, but it's not always resulting in points. And I'm like,
but that's good because that means it will come. That's right.
But that's what I'm saying. So when it's gonna come, it's gonna come. He's definitely gonna get rewarded.
Okay.
But that's pretty much my wish list.
That's pretty much it.
I could say other things, but whatever, man. I'm gonna make you say.
Gotcha.
Go for it, Sammy.
Yeah. I definitely want. I mean, I agree with Zook, especially the health of the players, the progression of the future stars like Slavkovsky, the goalies, and obviously, I think one thing I really want to see Caulfield score. He's obviously not going to hit it in 2024, but I want to see him get back on pace with that 30-goal mark. Maybe.
What's he on pace for this year? Like 25?
I didn't calculate, but he's on pace for like 20. But I want Caulfield to get back to that like 30-goal pace, potential 40, hopefully. Yeah. This year, I actually want to see the Laval Rockets make the playoffs because it's actually a fucking sick vibe at Place Belle in Laval when they make the playoffs. And I think it'll be fantastic for the development of these future prospects like Joshua Roy, like Logan Mailloux. We talked about Arbor Jacki there and his role over there. For him too, knowing just to fight for a professional playoff spot position, I think it'll be excellent for those prospects. My wish list is, again, to just see the prospects, let them grow, let them cook, like the Lane Hutson, the Reinbacher, Mishar, Owen Beck. Like, I look forward to seeing them too with the organization next year. Oh man, I really hope half of those deadweight contracts will be gone before the start of next season. I don't anticipate Dvorak and Armia to be gone. I think they'll wait for their one more year. But if you could get rid of somebody, any one of those contracts, just to clear the space, the cap is going up. It's going to go up again the year after. I get it. And one last thing, I really want the Canadiens to draft top 10. I don't want them making the playoffs this year.
Okay,
it's probably more than likely going to be the case.
They're very borderline right now. I don't know.
They're borderline, but right now they're on pace.
They're 15. They're top 15 right now.
Well,
they're bottom 15.
They're on pace of getting probably the 8th overall pick. And I go on tankathon.com to see, dude, if they could draft the player Berkeley Catton. I'm not, I don't know if I pronounced his name properly. This kid's amazing in the Western Hockey League. Even Caden Lidstrom, another 6'4" winger. He's got 46 points in 32 games, but like Catton right now has got 61 points in 37. Like he's killing it. So, but if the Canadians can land that kind of forward, while the other teams ahead of them could draft defensemen, I think we'll be in a good position. If we could draft like a really good potential top 6 forward, who might have potential scoring 20 goals too in the NHL, that's my wish list.
I just did the lottery for you, Sam, and we came first in the tankathon.
Dude, fuck off.
I have it in front of my screen. I can show it to you if you want. First, Anaheim second, San Jose third, Chicago fourth.
If we're drafting Macklin's Celebrini, I'm gonna be celebrating naked.
We'll be Macklin on some Macklin.
I'll be Macklin naked down the road of where I live, and
you're gonna be sliding down, but naked. No.
Oh man, no, but and in all honesty, they're good wish lists, and there's a very good percentage that maybe 80% of our wish list will happen. The contracts are the deadweight.
I hope
contracts
they stay
are
healthy.
going to go.
Definitely, mine is it happy the 90-point player.
Your 90-point player ain't coming through trade. Maybe
not happening, Joey.
You never know.
Not happening, Joey.
And again, I really hope. Well, 2, the Rockets make the playoffs, and 1, counting backwards, that I hope the Canadians draft top 10. So that's it.
Is
that a wrap?
Thanks. A wrap. We end the second period intermission with down 3-1.
Yeah, we got time. We got time now to at least watch the third period. Listen. Oh, can I add one more to my wish list?
Of course.
That the Canadians are a fucking 60-minute hockey team.
I think that's what everyone wants. It shouldn't even need to be stated.
That's my wish list. Okay, that's one thing I forgot to add. There you go. Yeah. There's
Sam, still we're in the right track to draft top 10 if we drop this game. Oof.
Dude, yep. I had a feeling, but I mean, look, game's not over. Jesus Christ, we're gonna lose to the San Jose.
Game's not over. It's not over, dude. They play well in the third. The fucking Habs.
Yeah, hopefully.
When they don't have the lead, they play well. When they do have the lead, they play bad.
Oh my God. So okay. Well, listen, guys. Let's call this a wrap. So at least we can watch the third period. To all our listeners out there and our viewers on YouTube, please like and subscribe to our channel. Help us grow this page. Help us to become a better podcast. Hopefully, it is free. Tell your friends about us, and we truly appreciate the support from those who have been here from the beginning, and to our new followers as well. All our episodes are available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or any podcast platform you listen to. You can follow the Curfew Boys on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I think Threads. I think TikTok, I don't know, but mostly Twitter and Instagram. But please like and subscribe to our page, especially on YouTube. We truly appreciate the love and support. To Zook and Joey, thank you so much for doing this with me. To Chris, Anthony, and Adri, if they are hearing this. Actually, Adri's in Florida, so hope he's enjoying that.
What is it with the podcast crew going to Florida?
I don't know. It's a Quebec thing. It's a Quebec thing.
It has to be. I'm the only one that doesn't go, I guess.
Me neither. So, to Chris, Anthony, and Adri, hope they're doing well. We will be seeing them soon. And, gentlemen, enjoy the third period. Go Habs, go.
Go Habs, go.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate this. Have a good night. Enjoy the third period. Until next time. Bye now. Good night.